You want some more?
I want to go for the other one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. I think that's upstairs. Are we going?
Yeah.
We're going now.
Yes.
I asked you a little while earlier when you went, no, but we should have been.
And I asked you if you really wanted to do Porch Stooges out on the porch,
I want to smoke
out
cigarette.
in the middle of the winter, and I'm like,
Hey, sometimes you just gotta...
no. Yeah.
Where did the lights go?
Yeah.
Except for the light behind me over there. Just an outline of my face, your head over there.
Yeah.
That's not what...
Something's just slowly starts appearing from the dark on the video.
What the fuck happened to the lights?
So we have like a sensor over above the dartboard area where like if you walk by it turns on the lights because my parents want to be fancy in their age.
So if I
Okay, Google. Oh, yep, go for it. If you just walk over there by the bar.
And then right there. Ha! There it is. So if you see one of us get up, it's to double check on that motion sensor.
Well, I mean, if we're just over here and we're not like constantly walking back and forth through there or activating a little thing, then all we have to do is just, say, hey, lights on, and then it'll like...
With your fancy ass Google setup.
That we spent like years slowly gathering the parts for, yeah.
Alright, well, fancy.
Yeah.
It's definitely the key word here.
Yeah.
We don't have nothing like that where I live.
My stepdad's really into tech, and so am I. So like we collectively are like really aware of like what's cutting edge at the moment / what's available price wise.
That was quick, man.
I know it's meant for like if we're walking in the middle of the night kind of thing.
Oh.
Okay, Google, lights on.
There it is. Man, this is gonna be a different experience in here.
Yeah. Can we change it?
Seconds.
Can we? I know I was joking about it earlier. Like, can we actually just change it from Porch Stooges to Basement Stooges?
Basement Stooges, dude. You know what? For your sake, we'll call it Basement Stooges this time.
Yep. Wait, only for this one stream?
For this one stream.
Aww.
Yeah. Porch, dude. I made that up. That was my idea.
Yeah.
But
how long ago did you come up with that? I'm about to call out licensing rights on you right now because I just came up with it right before we did it today.
You came up with it right before we did it?
Yeah, like as we were joking, I was just like, can't we just be like Basement Stooges for this one podcast?
Wait, the basement part?
Yeah.
I was taking claim for the Porch Stooges part.
Yeah, I was joking, like, I know it's called Porch Stooges, but can't we just be Basement Stooges for, like, one podcast?
I didn't say I claimed that basement was my idea. I said the porch was my idea.
Yeah. God. You want to get into story time, or you want to, like, talk about plans?
No story well, I mean, sure, yeah, what are your plans after this?
Good question.
Do you want to do a stream for you, or you're just gonna save the recording and then edit it and then put that on yours? By the way, forgot. Here's the credits. Zeta the Squid. Okay, check him out. And if you're on his channel, Zeta the Squid, everybody from him, then check me out at Cree Blackheart Music. All right. Got the shit going. Actually, I was in the middle of telling the people my original plan. So, I've never been on any other porch. I know, I'm hearing that too. What the hell is that? Oh, the music! That's my alarm.
Oh. I was about to say, like, is my sister listening to a certain, like, not safe for kids thing? Off in her room, because like I was just like, that sounds oddly familiar, and like a certain YouTube video that was very popular a while ago. But now that you said that, I'm like, oh, it's your thing I've heard before.
It's my face alarm, yeah. There's no singing in it, not that version. Okay, I'm gonna try and get this out of the way. before I forget, never been on anyone else's porch.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool for us to do, even though it was, cold as shit. Really awesome. Second one, I have had a special guest star before.
Yeah.
Being my sister. But that was only one time.
Mm.
And this is also the first experience for podcast instead. And now is the first for basement instead. So yeah, basement Stooges. How you like that? That sounds so much like stoner vibes. Dude. I'm in the basement. With the ball. I probably shouldn't tell y'all and show y'all what I'm doing.
I was saying, as long as you don't like actually do it in front of the camera, I think it's fine. People have joked about worse things on YouTube.
Do they do this too? Well, actually, that looked like something else. Do they do this? Like a little bit of.
Usually not on camera, but
yeah.
like.
Well, I mean,
in some people's streams.
Imagining it's there,
Yeah. They do that all the time.
So I'm fine.
I've seen people on streams where they like start up their stream and then like at the very beginning you can like still see the like smoke in the background.
You know what?
Deal with it.
I'm gonna. You go ahead. I'll listen to this on your channel later. I'm just gonna be in the other room.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm Zeta the Squid. How's it going?
I figured if I let it play long enough it would stop, but it didn't.
Yeah.
So, whatever, I got it, it's fine. We're cool. I'm back.
Yeah.
What's up? What? Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
So something I was wanting to just bring up just as a random thing, it was like yesterday, our car got hit.
Your car got hit?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to be sharing this with the public, man?
Yeah. Well, it's not that bad. It's not like an investigation case or anything. I'm just saying, just like starting things off.
Starting things off with tragedy. Yeah, here we go.
49 were lost that day. The families were never recovered. That's awful to say, but anyway, my dark humor.
Yes! Dark humor right there.
Just rename the podcast to Dark Humor. It's just sitting in the dark telling some dark shit. Okay.
Our faces, though.
Okay, Google, lights on.
There it is. I wonder if the
It's like a Zelda thing.
I want to make sure that we're still top chat. We have zero people
here. Yeah. Well, you're not usually known for podcasts, so like obviously no one's gonna like immediately come on and be like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" You know.
Well, I mean, like, this is my first live, so I thought I'd have a little bit of hype for it. I tried to hype them up on my story.
Yeah. Did you say? Excuse me. Did you say exactly when it was gonna happen?
I said it was happening right now. When I did it.
Oh.
Was when you were getting the equipment.
Well, there's very little. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
That's like the moment an album's about to drop. Like you don't have any like advertising at all before it happens. It's just, yo guys, what's up? Things dropping right now, and then it's just like, no one's immediately noticing yet because it's just been announced. Hey, we're having a concert! Yeah! Like right as it's starting, no tickets have sold yet. That's how that works.
I do see, yeah, I mean, if we were planning on this yesterday, I could have said something yesterday, but
yeah,
I still wanted it to be a surprise. I guess I was being...
Well, there you go. You wanted it to be a surprise. Everyone is surprised that it's happening.
Well, that it happened, because no one's here.
Yeah. I'm sure people will enjoy listening to it in passing after this is all done and said.
You know what? If people are like listening to this and driving or playing video games, I guess with the lights off, it's not really gonna matter that much.
Yeah.
But you know what you're not hearing in the background?
Yeah.
Those breezes.
Yes. They might be able to hear the fish tank, but I'm highly doubtful of it because the microphone's supposed to be really good about like catching our audio.
Yeah, catching us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should be good.
But yeah, back to us getting run over.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Your car got hit.
So yesterday I was just coming home from work, and my mother was with us in the kitchen. Yes, there is heat coming from the vent. That's why I just took off my stuff. Was just like showering
right
directly
on
me. I'm like,
this hand's warm. This hand's not so warm.
but yeah, I was just coming home from work. Went to Walmart to grab some medication, and then after we were done getting some food over at Wendy's, my mom was like, for some reason, like testing around like the back lot roadways behind the Wendy's, like trying to see like, can I go out from there, go into the parking lot and back into Walmart where we were at, and then exit back out, go in there. It's just a straight cut off parking lot, and she's like, man, dang it, I can't go back through there, I gotta go back out. So then she drives back out past Wendy's. We go to take this back road back out. And then it's like the roadway's like back this way.
Back that way?
Yeah. And then like as we were like taking a stop and like just casually chatting, just out of nowhere, this girl like hit us with her SUV from the back as we were like stopped there. And I go to look around to like see what that was, and all I see in the back was just like that genuine like Hollywood stereotype. Just
you know what?
Like, oh my god, did I just do that?
Put that as the thumbnail. You're going. We'll do it together.
Yeah, I'll edit just us together. But yeah, no, she was just like terrified, like, oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. And then like my mom was like half and half angry and like worried for the other person. Could you not?
Yep. I'm just over here silently nodding to myself.
I just want to know, why is like this specifically? I feel like my stepdad might actually be aware of us being in here because the light's constantly going on and off, and he's intentionally doing it now.
He's just fucking with us now.
Okay, Google lights on.
You know what? Challenge. Every time the lights go off, we gotta sneak off camera.
Yes. I give you 10 seconds.
I'll pour them up. You
just pour it, like it overflows, and you're like, yeah.
Oh, whoops.
But yeah, no. Yeah, my mother was like half and half angry because she's just like I hope that she's okay because she's a nice person like that. And on the other hand, she's like, you better not just like run off on us, drive away out of fear, trying not to get caught.
We're gonna. Wait a minute! That's from bedtime stories! I got that! I got that reference. Looks like I'm old. I am old now. None of y'all know what bedtime stories is, do you? You know what fucking Frozen is, though. You're not that young. Bedtime stories was the shit.
You ever hear a thing called Moana? That thing's so new and fancy.
You ever heard that thing called Old Navy? I remember when it was called New Navy.
Remember Old Spice? I remember when it was New Spice back in Jamaica. Back when they were first discovering what spice was.
Is that a racist joke, or...?
No, that's a historical thing.
Okay.
No, spices have been around long before, like, that was specifically done for harvesting it.
Alright, so...
I think. I might be wrong.
What kind of spice are we talking about?
Shampoo.
The shampoo was called Spice back then.
I feel like this joke is like suddenly becoming more existential than it was intended to be.
It is.
And I have a habit of doing that.
You're gonna have to explain. I look like a fucking numbskull right now.
Because, like, you said, like,
Old Navy.
you remember Navy when it was new, and I was trying to think of like what's something else that has old in its name, and I was like Old Spice, because my friends won't shut up about it because they freaking love Terry Crews or whatever his name is that does the commercials.
I bought Old Spice one time.
Yeah.
But I never bragged about it. You're over here, all my friends. I'm that one person that's like, I mean, it exists.
I'd assume that like, oh, whatever. But like, my my mother hates Old Spice, and my grandmother keeps buying it for me around Christmas time, and she's just like, okay, picking that out of your Christmas bag, just no. And I'm like, what's wrong? It's just shampoo. It's just like, it's smelly shampoo. And I'm like, yes, it's supposed to smell. It's not my fault if you don't think it smells good.
You ever had scentless shampoo? Rub it in your hair, now your hair smells like...
Nothing.
You smell your hair. Well, it doesn't smell bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, it kind of smells like me.
Yeah.
I smell like nothing.
You just see like nothingness trails of smelliness, nothing floating through the air.
How do you even... I can't imagine that, because by the time I try to imagine nothing, there's something replacing that's already part of existence that's replacing the nothingness. So I've tried to think of another thing to imagine nothing, but then I realize that it's part of existence, so that can't be nothing. Even nothing is part of existence. Not even just like not the number 0, okay? I'm saying like antimatter. The scientifical thing that they say this is what nothing is, it destroys what's already been created. Exists. It's a piece of it's a piece of existence. So that cannot be what doesn't exist. Therefore, non-existence is impossible. Anybody have any objections?
I was gonna say, like, let me blow your mind by just like putting like what you're wanting to say in as simple terms as possible, of just like the beauty of nothing is that there's always something there in that nothingness. But like I like your version better. It's longer.
It's longer. It takes up more filler space for my little edits here. Here I am with it. Dude, I got no work. This is great. Yeah. All I have to do is just sit here and have this YouTube live that no one's watching.
Yeah. Man, I really wish I was like a music maker, because then I could just take that clip of like you continuously talking about nothingness, antimatter, and whatnot, and then turn it into a song.
Oh, here we go. That's right. We're going off camera now.
Whee! Well, kinda.
It's
Somebody's gonna turn night vision onto the video.
it's really hard to see who's. I think this one's mine. Yeah, I got the shape of our state right here.
Yeah.
Whoop. Yep. Too much, but
This will probably be my last one before I go straight for the other stuff.
oh
and
yeah,
just enjoy that for a bit.
yeah. You did say you wanted that. It might be sweeter, actually.
Oh, probably. But less of an aftertaste, at the very least.
Less of an aftertaste.
Boom, there you go.
Whoa, that one felt stronger.
Yeah. Concentrated.
Yeah, it's like the mixing it one. Don't bring these outside in the cold. Something happened.
Yeah.
You too, huh? So I got that Red Bull.
It's like 15 drops left when I went to take a swig of that, so it's just...
So you got 2 drops. Now you have 13 left.
It's like the Popeye skid, it just like... And then 1 drop, just... There's nothing in there.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
since this is gonna be the 13th listed, well, 14th now, listed video, okay? Intended still for number 13. All my life, every time I come across the number 13, it's been shit luck. Dude, something always happens with 13. So what I would do is if I'm in my game and I have 13 items of something, I would separate it. Here's 12 items here, and I'm carrying 1. Or carrying however many I need, or
Yeah.
putting it in a different compartment, whatever.
Yeah.
I see if it says 13, because military time, if it says 1300 on the time clock, whatever,
Yeah.
then I just don't look at time, don't pay attention to it.
Uh,
I mean, there's nothing I can do really if it's military, so I just, okay, so it's 1 p.m. And then the next hour is going to be 1400. That's the way I think of it, but yeah, though, so for the what I wanted to do something to like kind of filler for Porch Stooges before I came over here for like a 13, but we were already creeping up on the day that we were planning on, so I was like, you know what? I got another idea.
Yeah.
Because do you remember that animation you made?
Yeah.
With the clock and it says 13 at the top? So, because of that, we're going to do like this thing out of there was the seed, now we're growing a tree.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. That didn't. I hope that made sense. That celery. But yeah, no, 13. Hey, I said seed.
We're growing a tree. 10 seconds later, so celery.
Celery.
It's just like, what is that train of thought?
I mean, it grows, doesn't it? Celery is a
I
seed.
guess if you want to stretch out if you want to stretch and go on a limb there, then I guess sure
It's a
they both
plant.
grow.
Yeah.
Trying to branch out the metaphor, I suppose. Unless you want to leave it at that, please continue.
Okay, yeah, let's continue from the celery. I got it stuck in my teeth one time. Yeah, no, this is definitely gonna get boring real fast.
Let's get to the root of the issue.
Fuck.
What do you really want to say?
That shouldn't have been as funny as it was.
I hope that
I love the way you pun is so subtle.
Yeah.
Mine, you can see it coming from a mile away. The way you do it, you're like, you know what? Let's just throw that in there. And I don't. I never see that coming. You just... and it's gone right there.
Okay, I've already done like 3 or 4 puns there, and then I was just like, screw it, he's not getting it.
Wait, really?
Wham! And then I just threw in the root thing.
Really?
Yeah, I had like 3 other puns there before I said root.
I'm gonna have to watch this back.
I'll include it specifically and just have the items on screen as it's happening. I'm gonna have fun
Like
with it. I'm gonna have so much fun turning this into a video. It's like a best of compilation or some shit.
This is what you need. This is the work that you've been needing. I watched your videos about I'm busy, I got this shit going, I don't know where to take my channel, and this I feel like is something that you like an inspiration. Now you have something to work on.
Like I said, like I'm always best whenever I have somebody to bounce dialogue off of. On my own, I'm like a computer with no good program to run. Whenever I have somebody over to like talk back and forth with, throw dialogue at, and see what bounces off, and then make something funny out of that, it just comes so naturally. And it's just a lot of fun, and that's just what I've really been needing on my channel. Especially after I moved from Florida.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I left all my friends back there, and we'd still talk online, but it's just not the same as in person.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. That's sad. But you took a space there. I thought it was my turn for a minute. Since I left all my friends from Florida, I was
from Florida.
I was gonna relate to you, and then you went... And then I was like, oh shit, okay, my bad.
That small space there was me, like, trying to think of, like, what next to say, but anyway, yeah.
I forgot. I can relate, though. Dude, I lived in the city, I think, over from here.
Yeah.
Okay? You remember where I used to...
You remember where I used to...
You remember where I used to vomit.
Yeah.
And so originally I was where I am now.
Yeah.
Shit happened with my parents. Then I lived where you were. And I met you. I met a couple other friends, 4 or 5 of them. And when we went to move back to where I am now, I just, you know, a piece of me was like, but what about the friends here? Like, I don't want to... But then there's friends over there, and I felt that same way with them. Guess what? All the friends that I had before moving,
They moved out.
they either moved to a different state, they didn't want to be my friends no more, I figured out they were talking shit on my back, you know, they weren't actual fucking friends, like most of them. Some of them, though, like, I was thrown under the bus. Dude.
Well, some people, like, I can understand that. I don't think it's right to, like, immediately say, like, every last one of them just because they moved away. It was intentionally of their choice. Because, like, I'm sure that, like, some of them, their, like, parents wanted to move somewhere else because it was, like, more beneficial. But, like, I can understand, like, how annoying it is, like, all your friends are just gone.
Well, to be fair,
or moved away.
Some of them did move away, and they were real good friends.
Yeah.
But there were some of them, like, I got a story right here, just a small story, because this isn't a story time. Where it went, we were camping, went over to the beach, found a canoe.
Yeah.
So the dude came back, and he's like, I need a couple extra people. We're going to carry this canoe. And I'm like, all right. I mean, I'm down, you know, I'm down for whatever.
Thanks for asking.
I mean, homie, look, it says ride or die, you know, ride or die forever, my guy. Ride or die is on my wrist. On my song, The Flashback. So we went down to the fucking, yeah, he did pretty much not ask, by the way.
That's, like, my first response would have just been, yeah, sure, will do, thanks for asking for our help.
Yeah, not demanding it.
And then afterwards, as he drives away, I just say under my breath, now where's our compensation? I got your plate.
Yeah, give me $5 for that one. Gotta share $5 with like 4 people. You lost $20 right there.
Yeah.
But
it's free labor.
But there was me, there was the original dude, and there was another guy, and it wound up just being the original dude and the other guy.
Yeah.
Okay, carrying this canoe. And then there was the last. He's got a good heart, but back then his ego was so fucking tall.
Yeah. I
said one thing. He goes, "I'm babysitting." Dude, I'm older than him, so I go, what does that have to do with us? We're all adults here. We weren't really, but we're pretty much adults. Almost 18. You know, it counts for something.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay, well, just for that, I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, don't be that guy.
Yeah.
So they carried the canoe. I was there for emotional support, I guess. And then that guy was just like the lookout or something. And they got it back, hid it from the dude's fucking girlfriend's house.
Yeah.
And when the stepdad came around, the girlfriend's stepdad went,
yeah,
what's going on with this canoe? It's not mine. I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
And so he comes around and he goes, yeah, it's Cree. He did it. Boy!
Man, they threw you under the bus.
I was involved, but I wasn't even heavily involved. That
Yeah.
wasn't my idea. I didn't touch the motherfucker. You can't find my prints on it. Okay? Talking about, oh, this is Cree. He did it.
Yeah.
Man, that pissed me. It put me over the ledge. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, so, like, was the guy angry that it was just in his path, or just on his property?
It was in his backyard, so I think he was mad that it was...
Just on his property?
The
Yeah.
property.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I got an idea. I wonder.
For being hyper-intelligent, people are really territorial. It's funny to think about.
Hyper-intelligent? Dude, you're assuming.
Okay,
You've never met
I'll
him.
admit some people aren't that bright, but, like, compared to other animals, you know, you'd think that we're capable of, like... We are capable of higher thinking in terms of, like, thinking past our initial thoughts. Deciding what we're gonna do next. But, like, there's still those urges and, like, tendencies there to be, like...
beat someone to
animals.
the pole.
Yeah.
Because they did some bullshit.
What are you doing on my property? As far as I'm concerned, that has the same tune as a turtle and that of another turtle. What are you doing on my territory?
What are you doing in my shell?
What are you doing on my...
How does a turtle get in another turtle's shell?
I was gonna say, what are you doing in my pond? And then you just, like, get out of my shell. I'm like, what? There's just 2 turtles fighting for the inside of one shell. I'm like,
I think those are tortoises,
I'm like that.
if not crabs.
That would be really funny for like a cartoon, but then like actual turtles, their spines are fused with their shells, so it's just like
Yeah,
did
that's
they,
pretty
like,
much their home, whether they like it or not.
so like is it just like that one turtle's head is like poking in the other turtle's shell?
Oh, here we go.
Okay, Google, lights on.
Guess what?
I'm good for the moment.
You good?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
vibing?
Yeah, I'm vibing.
All right. Well, I'll sit back down.
If you want to go for another one, you can.
I think. It's kind of hit me.
Take some, take a few, and then take a few to like let it sink in.
It is sinking in. That's the.
Also, Google,
Dude,
what are you doing? Google, lights on. I'm about to beat
I'm
an
about to
AI.
be a hoe. Yeah, for real. Just switch it back to the thing where you just gotta take the switch part, and then it's on until you switch it off. Like,
Da-na-na-na.
you know, it took me a minute to actually find you on the computer. I saw my fucking shadow head, and I thought that was you for a minute. You could see the frizz, even though I just washed my hair.
I'm just sliding in and off screen.
I'm using the darkness to my advantage to try and freshen up my hair.
Yeah.
I'm really unconfident right now with my hair because I haven't
Yeah.
got it touched up recently, and it's on my agenda. I want to wind up eventually doing. Okay, well there you go. You can see me kind of like.
I turned it on. Oh, I meant to tap into the settings. Hold on.
I turned it on. Let's begin. Down.
Yes. But like, oh man, yeah, no. People and animals are weird.
Yeah. Okay. So we can
As you
stand
were
on
saying,
two
yeah.
legs. We can convert information to each other.
Yeah.
That is the superior race on Earth. If you have any theories about like aliens and shit and how they're smarter than humans, okay. So we're advanced here, but on a supernova level, we know like this much. Like,
Yeah.
all right. So
The way that I think about it in terms of intelligence is like I don't think like I say hyper intelligent, but like the way that I think of it, right, is we're just animals, right? On a
Pretty much.
basic level. So would aliens in space. They're like we're all some form of animal.
wait.
But then if you think about it, what I consider the defining factor that makes us hyper intelligent, you can say it's like one specific thing like pattern recognition. But the way that I think of it is animals, they think upon their first basic thought. First thing they think, that's what they act upon. People,
But-
we take our time to think about afterwards.
Can I put an input?
Yeah,
When it comes to things like cats, especially,
yeah,
the intuition is stronger.
yeah.
Impulse, shit like that, but especially when you just know. When you just know something, okay? Connected more into the spiritual plane,
Yeah.
right? And humans, I feel like we just, over time, we've just lost touch with that, It's, We're so into science where it's like, where's the evidence? We don't know
We're
for sure.
so focused on that second thought after our initial thought that we don't think about that kind of thing anymore.
Yeah, it's like, but you don't have any proof. Do you need proof? If someone's acting like they're tweaking, do you need proof that they just got done?
I love your choice of like actions there.
No, I'm being for real though.
Yeah.
It is a funny way to go about it. But do you really need proof that they're on something, or can you just know that they're on something? Stay away from this person. They're going to rob you. Put that in the highlights.
It's just like one side of the screen is just, and then the other side of the screen is just, they're going to rob you. It's just like the most clickbaity combination of photos.
Oh, that's good. All right. Anyway, you were taking this where?
No, what I was just gonna say is just like the way that I think of like intelligence is like how deeply you think about things happening, right? Like an animal, it acts on its first basic thought. Mm-hmm. We refer to that as just its instincts. The first thing it comes into its mind, it makes the decision and then makes its move. We, on the other hand,
analyze
too much.
too much.
Too much, yes. Very good wording there. We as humans, we have our first initial thought, and the people that we call idiots or dum-dums or whatever you want to say it in a more vulgar sense, those are the people that act on that first thought, usually. Sometimes they'll have a second thought, like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense, and then think about it. But, like, in general, people are, as humans, we have our first initial thought, and then we have a second thought about how to better address the situation rather than just making a quick action afterwards, like animals do. Animals, it's as simple as just
I'm sorry to interrupt. I wasn't trying to.
I was just like, what are you doing?
There's a hair. There's a hair somewhere on my tongue.
I hate it. I hate that feeling so much.
I think it's actually in my tongue piercing. So I have to take my tongue piercing off, pull off the hair, and then
now
put
I
it
have
back.
to debate whether to add that in and like exaggerate it or like keep it in. But anyway, like, where like animals, they have their first thought to like take in what is happening in their environment and then make that decision of like, do I jump away from danger? Do I go in to investigate something that might be food or water for sustenance?
Or
that kind of thing.
Or mysterious. Dude.
Or mysterious urges, yes. But like, yeah.
That's the genre right there. Yeah. That is the genre that keeps us back into, I wouldn't say back to primal, but our primal instincts keeps us hooked on it. It is mysterious, because you don't know. You want to know. Okay? You see these mysterious type shows, and you're like, oh, you sucked into it. Okay? You want to know the answer. But it doesn't tell you until the end. And so you're just like, on this addiction. You're addicted to it.
He was addicted to that there ancient alien.
Not there to the left and up the road a bit. Once you find the big rock, you know you're home. Gotta go under it like Patrick.
Once you see the funny looking tree, you found your way back.
Alright, well, I was thinking either a palm tree or you gotta take a substance to find the tree in the first place. Imagine going on the road, I ain't seen no tree ever.
Take the drugs, kill a bear, pass out.
And then wake up and realize you killed a bear.
Oh, that's a game reference.
Ah.
Anyway, like,
okay,
back on point. Yeah, no, like with animals, it's like they don't have to think about things as intricately as we do. They just, sleep, eat, do things, and survive, pass on them genes. But like with humans, we've got all this random things, including what we're recording on now,
yeah.
that requires so
questions.
much intricacy and like knowledge on how to do these things that we can't. That in terms of like upgrading our living conditions, we can't take the time to. I was about to say an oxymoron in terms of like role, but like we can't just act on our first impulses in our society as a species. We have to think about our environment, yes, and then we have to decide how we're going to act accordingly beyond that scope, rather than just a first in the moment response like an animal would. So like in our case, we have to like take that second step of like taking a moment, third step, think about what is occurring and how best we should like deal with the situation rather than just an in the moment reaction. But then I think of like aliens as like less so that they're more intelligent and more so that they just know more.
Yeah, okay.
Because like if they are more advanced than us, that's just a matter of like they've had more time to develop their science and they just have spent more time experimenting and researching things than we have been around. If they're less intelligent, if they're less like advanced than us, then it's just the opposite.
I just came up with something in my mind.
Yeah.
What I'm starting to believe, like today, is the most intelligent being has to be the stars. Okay? Fire is alive. It's been proven. You strike it, you can kill it, you can wash it out, okay? Fire lives. But does it have thoughts? We don't know about that. Does it have pain? Can it feel? We don't know about that. However, if it's alive, then that means there has to be some sort of awareness into it. And if there's a star as ancient as the sun, Okay, if this really is 2,020 years into Earth's existence.
Wait, hold on a second.
22.
Wait, no,
23
no,
now.
like the Earth hasn't been around for 2,000 years.
Well, that's what it says. 2022. The year.
No. Like 2000. Like the
Oh.
current year is like
Right,
the
pre-recorded history.
written year.
Written history. Yeah.
Before that, the Earth has been around way longer than we've been around to write about
Well,
it.
I was getting to the point where it was like, if it really was, if it said,
Just in
say
general,
it is,
if it was that old,
just
yeah.
say it is this old. Okay.
Yeah.
That means the sun had to have been also that old to warm up the Earth, plus however long it's been around since before the Earth was formed.
Yeah.
So the sun is just there, observing everything around it, everything, probably hearing us, if it's that intent or
If it was able to hear us, yeah.
intelligent,
Yeah.
telepathy type shit. Okay, and we're seeing stars from thousands years old because all the time space travel for us to be able to see it here, light years away. So what I'm thinking is, if you're that ancient, just like a tree, if a tree's super old, couple decades years old,
Yeah.
it's gotta hold a lot of intelligence, gotta hold a lot of wisdom.
Has a lot of rings.
So, is that a pun again? I feel like that's a pun. My conclusion is, if it's that old and if it's that observant, then it's gotta have a shitload of intellect,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, it might not have like conclusive thoughts like we do, but maybe not in the same form.
Wouldn't that be funny if it's just like it is like as observant as you're saying, but like it doesn't have the like the conscious intelligence to like be aware of it. So it's just, yeah, I was around to like notice the thing happening. I just don't have the like intelligence to remember that it happened. So I just know it happened. Not really that I remember it happening. It's just,
Dude, what if we get intuition from the sun? The sun knows it happened, doesn't remember it, and then boom, we feed off of that knowledge.
if it was able to store the knowledge in the brain, yeah,
But there
somehow
isn't
take advantage of it, like a USB drive, like has information stored on it. If it
Someone
did,
home?
yeah,
Okay. Should we help him?
yeah, let's go for it.
All right. Well, see you guys later. This Porch Stooges. I was trying to find some kind of way to wrap up this thing anyway. So
Yeah,
yeah. We're
I was
go ahead
curious
and-
if you were wanting to like say future plans or not. Just have it in here. I'll probably not include it in the video, but like,
Nah.
Okay.
We got something.
We'll let you guys see it as it unfolds.
Yeah, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. There's your 2 lives. Probably the only thing you're ever gonna get for a while. And